Hello, everyone, and welcome to another High Stakes Fantasy Network live stream on YouTube and my Twitter account. I'm Greg Ambrosius, and I'm along with Shawn Childs tonight as we do another NFFC Gladiator Championship draft. These have been a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun last night. We welcome anybody who's drafting in here to jump in the studio. Where's my Eric? Where's Steve? Come on, jump on in. But for now, it's just me and Shawn. Shawn, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I just trying to come up with a wild game plan for this, which be against the grain of some player or two that don't get drafted, potentially could break out and be kind of on an island by myself if they have a great season. But obviously, if I do that, I'll have some strength in some other areas. But just thinking it out loud and looking at the draft board for the last couple of days, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, 14 rounds, 12 teams. At the end of the draft, you definitely can get some guys that haven't been taken before. So speaking of someone who hasn't been taken before, look at someone just popped in the studio, Shawn. It's NFBC Hall of Famer Clark Olson. We got two NFBC Hall of Famers right now. How you doing, Clark?
I thought it was going to be Matt Olson, who hasn't hit a home run forever. I thought that's who was in this league.
It is Clark Olson. Clark, what do you think of these Gladiator Championships? They're kind of fun, right? $50, nothing else to do on a night, right?
I'm doing a bunch of them. They seem like a good time. Hopefully win a couple, so we'll see.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so again, let's explain this one. It's a first year for our NFFC Gladiator Championship. It's 12 teams, 14 rounds, third round reversal, $50 entry fee. We pay the top three in each league. First place is $200. The overall grand prize is $7,500. We're hoping for 180 leagues. I don't think we're going to get there, but that's okay. This is a debut event. Let's set the groundwork here, and then we'll grow it next year even more. So here's the format, though. Again, all 14 players that you draft will score for you over 17 weeks. It's draft and be done, but it's best team championship, as Shawn termed it. So the kicker is it's a 2 QB league. It's not a super flex because you can't draft more than two, but it's a 2 QB league. So there you go. So, Clark, I got to ask you, have you been drafting quarterbacks early or not?
Nope, not early.
So everyone I have on the live stream waits on the quarterbacks. We did it last night. John Fish hasn't taken the quarterback early. Eric likes to take a quarterback early, but Shawn, you don't like to take quarterback early, do you?
I've kind of mixed it up. I think the first one I took Daniels in the first round and put him with McLaurin. So I had those two guys together, but I gave it a shot and just felt it out. But just try to mix it up and try to be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. Trying to hopefully hit on the right combination of players and maybe get lucky here. So we'll see what happens.
All right, we're going to start in about 20 seconds. Before we do, Clark, how is baseball treating you? I know your first year in the Platinum League. I've seen you at the top all the time. Are you still at the top right now?
Yep. Nice. My main events could be better, but I'm leading the Platinum and the Ultimate DC, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that'll pay some bills.
He's the only guy that I know that spends his winnings before he gets them by traveling all over the world in different countries and stuff.
Well, I think I won before I did that, but yeah.
Well, no, but you're going to already spend this year's platinum winnings,
Yeah, well, we pay them pretty quickly. You know that, Shawn. I've been paid in a few years, so you don't realize that, but we do pay people real quickly when they win in the NFBC.
I thought this was a donation, thing. They just to help you around and come visit you and just spend some money.
Well, it is, but you're not even coming to see me in football this year. All right, here we go. We're off to the races, and Jamar Chase, as usual, shows up here. So at number one, Bijan Robinson. Again, post your comments, questions in the chat. We'll address them on the air. Have a little fun. Glad to have Clark with us tonight to make it a little more fun. Clark, I don't even know what pick do you have?
Number one.
Oh, that was you, huh? All right. No thought of a quarterback there in a two-quarterback league. None. He says none. All right. Shawn, you have the 7th pick, I believe, tonight, right?
Yeah, it's a 7th pick. I was hoping to get CD Lamb on a team, and it's over.
You asked me if he would fall to you, and I said I think he would. Last night, again, the first 4 did not take a quarterback. Bingo, just like that. First 4 do not take a quarterback.
Do you think they don't know the rules?
Oh, all right. Who's at Team 5? That must be Eric Albright at Team 5.
Nope.
It's not? Oh, okay. All right, now the quarterbacks go. So Burrow is the first quarterback. Last night, Lamar was the first quarterback. He goes second right here. So again, in this format, 2 QBs out of your 14 players. We usually get 5 to 6 quarterbacks in the first round. All right, you went Gibbs. There you go.
That's it. Whatever I was talking to you offline is over. We're freelancing now.
There you go. There you go. Well, yeah, you were going to get Lamb there, you thought. All right, Joey says that the first 5 QBs in the first 7 picks. Yeah, in the slow draft that we started today. All right, well, we got 2 in this one. Again, last night we had 5 in the first 11. They started all kind of slow, and then they went bing, bing, bing. So we'll see if next couple of picks. All right, Shawn, I mean, Gibbs, good foundation piece, right?
Yeah, no, you figure you get the edge at quarterback position. At the running back position, and you're still in a decent position to get a quarterback in the second and third round if you want to, get one relatively early or wait.
Right.
But you just don't want to get behind the wide receiver curve, I think, in this format, because you can take so many of them, especially if, the teams that just line them up will just keep pounding them sometimes. So we'll see what happens.
Last week we had Michael Gebby take 7 wide receivers in a row to start the draft. It is now called the Gebby. Just like the Lindy in baseball, it's now called the Gebby. All right?
They used to call it the Yellow Brick Road, right?
Yeah. All right, there we go. We got 4 quarterbacks in the first 9. See, I told you we might get 5 in the first 11 here. Allen is the 3rd quarterback off the board, then Jaden Daniels. It's interesting because in the auctions, Daniels goes much cheaper than Jackson and Allen, but in the drafts, he's going pretty close to him. So interesting there.
You think they'll trade McLaurin or sign him?
They'll sign him, I think. They'll sign him. First of all, he's under contract, so he doesn't have a whole lot of leverage at this point, but unless he wants to sit out, right? So I think they'll do something to extend him. They don't want to extend him as long as he wants to be extended, I'm sure, at the age of, what would you figure out, 30? He's going to be 30 pretty soon. So
Clark, I'll ask you this question. Can you draft Malik Neighbors over Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's been like a top 7-3 receiver the last 3 years?
Yes, I can.
You can.
I have.
So you believe in the 170 targets being repeated with a different quarterback?
Yes.
You do, huh?
I'm more worried about the toe injury.
Oh, the toe injury with St. Brown?
No, with
with Neighbors from last year and stuff. Yeah, that could reemerge. So
I will say, Shawn, I said it on Monday on Sirius XM that Amon-Ra St. Brown has actually been falling in online championships. He's been going like 14. He's been going in the second round after being end of first round for most of the drafting season. So, here Isaac says the same thing. It's Neighbors all day.
Really? Well, hey, man, I don't know him. He could be from New York. What does that mean? Doesn't
Shawn,
mean you're out, right?
Shawn was just asking the question. He was being an interviewer here. He was not insinuating anything, although maybe he was. Yes. So
no, I can't. I mean, I know he had a great season. And like he said, Clark said about the toe. I just wrote that today about something else. It just is a little bit injury risk. Guys a little more proven. It's just like Detroit's offense better. Giants would like to run the ball. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I know that the Giants last year's wide receivers had the second most catches and second most targets, but I don't know. It's just kind of an interesting dilemma, and we'll see what happens, though, right?
All right. I'll ask you this question then, Shawn. Can you take Neighbors ahead of Jefferson?
No.
That's what happened. That's what happened right now.
No. Yeah, I can't. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up. I can't do it.
Well,
maybe that's why. I'm past my prime. I think the young guys in baseball, it never works out. Wyatt Langford, Clark's over there taking nice guys that do everything. This guy gets 550 at bats, 200 innings, and I take, these young guys that don't do anything. And then some other young guy will kind of go off. I guess Wood from Washington was really good before the All-Star break, but he struck out about 50% of the time.
Yeah. He's fallen off, but he's been fun to watch. But yeah, he's had a little after the All-Star break here. Okay, so there goes Bowers, goes to Malik Neighbors. Teams 10 and 11. We talked about this last week. Team 11 or 12 seems to go 3 wide receivers, not only in this format, but in the online championship. That's not a guarantee here, but fun to see what happens here after starting out with 2 wide receivers there. Last night, teams did not double up on the quarterbacks early. As we were talking with John Fish, I think people have gotten used to this format now. I think that 2 QB kind of scared people early on, and they were taking 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 picks. We're not seeing that as much. I think people understand now this is not a super flex. It is a 2 QB league. So
Yeah.
there goes Mahomes as the 6th quarterback. This is 3rd round reversal again, so Clark will get the last pick of round 2, and he'll also get the last pick of round 3. We'll start with 12, team 12. Why do we do that? It's to balance out all of the draft spots, and over time it has certainly proven to work. We'll see about it in this format, but I think it will work as well. Ooh, CMC falling all the way to 23.
I was hoping you got to 24.
Yeah, that's good upside there. A nice start, team 2 with Bijan and CMC. Definitely.
I mean, Clark's like scripted for 2 wide receivers here, I think. There's scouting report on him. And I haven't drafted a football league with him.
I haven't had pick 1 before, though.
That's exactly what Joey said. I'm used to seeing you pick near the end of the draft.
Yep.
Oh, mixing it up.
All right, Clark, let me ask you, in this format, you only need 2 running backs, right? Like you don't need to have another one. You have 4 flex, 3 wide receivers. So you can go 7 wide receivers. Last week we saw that. We're calling it the Gebby, like I said. How many running backs do you end up usually taking?
I have done 7 and 2. Usually I'm 3 or 4, but
Okay.
I have done 7 too.
Yeah. I mean, if the running back is in the mid rounds, he's going to outscore every wide receiver you have on your board. You obviously take another running back, right? But it's just an interesting format that you only need 2 if you want to. So, I mean, seriously, team 2 could just bang out all the yellow stickers in a row with some quarterbacks in there, and I think nobody would argue with them. That's for sure.
Been there, done that.
Shawn, I didn't even ask you. You took Puka Nacua. Could you take him over Drake London?
I would take him over Neighbors personally, but
Oh,
I just think that he's like a guy that gets a lot of short area catches, really, really active in the game, and he runs the ball a little bit. The Rams will score a little bit more. They really don't throw to the running back position that much. Tight end's really not that great, so it's really kind of, between 2 wide receivers there. So I think he'll be pretty active. He does, to me, have a little bit of injury risk, and Stafford, whatever's going on in his back problem. So Jimmy Garoppolo, beating the starting quarterback doesn't excite me, but, you got to do what you got to do there. So I don't have him yet, and I didn't have him last year. I kind of faded him because I thought he had that late summer injury or something, and I just got off of him. But we'll see what happens. But,
all right. Interesting. We talk about stacking in all of our formats. In this format, you do not need to really stack because there's not a championship round. Weeks 15, 16, 17, you're just scoring points every single week. That being said, if you get a hot combination, it doesn't hurt. And Team 12 starts out with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown for our first stack of the night, although we do have Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Team 6 is going to get several pieces of that offense, it looks like. So good stuff there. And right now we got Joe Burrow. To Team 5, nobody's stacking at this point, but certainly some opportunities.
let's see.
Clark, what do you think in this format? Do you like to stack, or does it not matter since it's just 17 weeks of scoring points?
Well, I think there still can be useful due to the correlations, but I have not been stacking so much.
Okay.
When you wait on quarterback, it's harder to make a stack work.
Yeah. Yep. Going for Baker. So Shawn is in on a quarterback somewhat early there. So, all right, you got one fan who likes your Gibbs Nacua start.
No, I started with that. I took Garrett Wilson, but
I see.
Yeah, I was debating. I had Najigba in the other one, and I just, and I know Fields isn't going to throw as much and get the toe thing, but I just figured I'd mix it up. He rates pretty well. I'm going to get a lot of targets, but I'm just, I guess I kind of think that, Fields was pretty good with DJ Moore a couple of years ago, and hopefully he can stay on the field. And Wilson got paid a ton of money, and and I had a good daily game with Fields one year, so I still have a soft spot for him. And last year I did hit a parlay with Garrett Wilson could have won $195,000 for two $25 bets, and I cashed out for $36,000, and Wilson was one of the receivers.
There you go. All right, you got some loyalty to him. No, I saw the Mayfield come up, and I know you had talked a little bit about possibly taking him. So, but not. So Team 5 is our first one with two quarterbacks there with Burrow and Mayfield, and then Mahomes and Nick. So teams 4 and 5 are in on two quarterbacks with the first 3 picks. Again, we saw a lot of that early on, not as much now, but we got 2 teams doing it. So good start. Here goes the quarterbacks, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them off the board already.
So how many of these leagues have been, have you sold out so far?
I think this was 51 right now. Again, we're shooting for like 180. So they're not all done. There's some slow drafts still going on, but I believe this was 51.
Yeah, they'll start to pick up a little bit. It's crazy that the football season, it seems like it's a little earlier. We got less than a month.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be a month. So it's like, man, I better get in gear. I'm not even ready for the higher dollar.
Well, Labor Day is early. It's September 1st, as early as it possibly can be, and that's why. So season starting on the 7th is as early as it can be, which is interesting. I want to find this out because the NFL is allowed to do the Friday Brazil game because in the antitrust, they're allowed to have Friday games. They can't have Friday games after the first Friday of September. So next year, they'll be back on the schedule where the second Friday is opening weekend of the NFL. According to their antitrust, they are not allowed to have a Friday game. Now, they make a lot of money on that Brazil game, so we'll see what the lobbyists say. But at this point, this could be the end of the Friday games that we've had 2 years in a row.
Well, they technically put it some site where they play it like Saturday morning or Friday night at 12:01, and it's a time change.
I think it has something to do with high school football, obviously, and that's what's part of the antitrust, that they couldn't play during high school football, which usually is the second Friday of September. So, yeah, it's American time, I believe, but interesting. All right, Clark, no quarterbacks there after 9 go off the board. You liking what you got started here?
I do. I'm not entirely happy going both Chase and Higgins there, but it happens.
Well, you want pieces of that offense, though, don't you?
For sure, but I'd rather have just one, I think.
Well, you could have taken somebody else there instead of T.
Maybe I should have.
What's your thoughts on Marvin Harrison since you passed on him? I just saw a report that he's been the MVP of Arizona camp so far and lighting him up. I had him last year, so I'm off him, but good to hear that he's doing well. And you took Higgins ahead of him, though.
Yeah, I've got Higgins rated a little higher for sure. I think Harrison's interesting. I actually took him in a big league last year pretty high, but he did kind of flop a little bit.
Yeah, he put up okay numbers, but not for what he was going in early 3rd round. So, Shawn, you're also fading these quarterbacks tonight. Thoughts on piece of the Tampa Bay offense there with Mike Evans?
Yeah, I thought about going on quarterback there, but I figured I'd go the wide receiver and just kind of pound it out to be a little bit different. So I don't know where I'm going to end up at quarterback, but it's, missed a little bit of time there, had a good push. He really kind of fit with Mayfield, and I looked at DJ Moore, different quarterback. Before the show, you really, knock Caleb Williams, and so I figured you're knocking DJ Moore. So you talked me over to Evans on that.
All right. Any word on Tyreek Hill injury? I saw yeah, I think so. I think Hill went on the flight to where they play in Chicago or something like that. So I don't know. I haven't heard much on his injury though.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, when I looked it up, but I can look it up right now.
Okay. Yeah, Jason says, not sure about this football stuff. I know we got baseball guys in here, Jason. We don't know if these guys know anything about football, although Clark did win the primetime overall, 2016 or so, I believe it was.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. Seems like a lifetime ago, 2016. That's for sure.
Undisclosed injury for Hill. I don't, just never know.
Yeah.
You just, a lot of these injuries are kind of, you never know. They got plenty of time to kind of get ready, and they're holding them out. There was a couple of years ago that Jefferson was like nicked up in August, and there was no problem, and he was kind of discounted in drafts, and he had a great season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they're downplaying the hamstring with him. You never like to see it, but I don't think he's missing much by not being in camp right now. But I don't think we're going to see him for a while. And he probably wasn't going to play any preseason games anyways. I think it'll be interesting to see which teams play starters in preseason this year. I mean, LaFleur's talking about possibly playing the starters for a couple series. Cincinnati's talked about playing a couple of series with the starters because they've had slow starts in recent years. I hope we see a few more veterans playing. Probably not this week, but I would think in week 2 we'll see them out on the field. And then maybe the rest of them in week 3, make sure nobody gets hurt. But I think we're going to see some starting units this weekend and definitely next weekend.
It is a few years ago when they used to play 4 games. The only week was, week 3.
Week 3, right?
Yeah. Now it's like, you don't even follow the games because you don't even know the players. I mean, or not players are, really not going to help any fantasy market or whatever.
Right.
At least this year.
All right, round 4, the round of the running backs here. Kyron Williams, Breece Hall fall into round 4. Alvin Kamara, Kenneth Walker, Omarion Hampton is a name to watch for sure with the Chargers. Walker goes to team 9. Clark, what's your thoughts on the Seahawks this year? Do you like what you're seeing out of camp there or not?
The offense is going to be a work in progress. Depends on whether the line gels or not, or whether they can scheme them well. I think the defense is going to come together though under McDonald's. Yeah. So, they have a chance. A lot depends on how the offense flows.
A lot depends on how Darnold plays, probably, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to come down to the line and scheme. So I think he's got potential, and I think he's a lot younger than Geno. So I was actually not unhappy. And the contract they got him on was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a show contract there. All right, love what Team 12's doing here. Goes with his quarterback, and now he's really hitting the wide receivers. Again, you can you can have 7 wide receivers, up to 7 wide receivers in this format. 2 running backs, 2 quarterbacks, tight end, team kicker, team defense. That would work. So this is an interesting format. Some teams go heavy on running backs. They might get 4 or 5 running backs and only a couple of wide receivers. So those 4 flex positions really give you a lot of options there. And again, it's really 2 quarterbacks. We have a super flex, but everybody takes a quarterback on that super flex position. So most everybody, I should say. So. All right.
Does the Rice suspension come next? What do you think about that?
I was watching Phil Yates was talking today on a podcast that the NFL really doesn't do anything until, he gets sentenced or so. The Addison one was they basically settled, right? He agreed, pled guilty or whatever, and that's why we got his sentence. So he got 3 games right away. I mean, this could go into the season, right?
Well, didn't Rice technically have what did he get, the 30 days and it's something like that, right? He's got, I thought there was something that came down with that, but
I think we all would love to have the NFL make a decision, but I thought he said that it was going to be possibly into the season, but we'll see. I mean, Rice is tough in this format. I know somebody took him. I can't even remember what round it was last night, maybe 7, but that's a tough one. If you think he's going to be out more than 3 games, right? I mean, if Addison got 3 games, I think Rashid Rice is getting more than that.
Yeah. So, it's kind of, when so many wide receivers get taken, there is kind of a trade-off there.
Yeah. I mean, in the online championship, obviously you can put him as a reserve. He comes back when it's time to win money at the end of the season. I can justify that. This is a little tougher format here to lose a guy for that many weeks. To get a 0 out of any position for multiple weeks is tough. Oh, that's who you were targeting tonight.
Yeah, I moved him up, but I was going to take a quarterback, but I was like, you know what? This guy's not going to make it back, I'll stay in the yellow sticker lane.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. Yellow brick road there after your hero running back. This is what they call a hero running back strategy. Get that one running back and load up on wide receivers. I like it.
Go Huskies.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He was very good there. Then last year, just nothing clicked. Nothing clicked.
I don't think it really just didn't kind of, like you said, with a quarterback was just throwing fastballs at wide open guys, missing them and throwing them in the dirt, and just seemed like he rushed it, a lot of times. So
there you go. There's Rashee Rice right there in round 5. Team 5 says, "I'll take a couple of zeros." I love his upside.
We talked him into it.
You talked him into it. I said he went lower than that last night, I think.
Yeah, his
All right.
is good.
How about Team 4's build right here? We had 3 running backs and 2 quarterbacks. Going the opposite of everybody else.
If this was a lineup that you have to set the lineup, then he'd be in trouble because you got to make a lot of mistakes at wide receiver. A guy does well one week, you want to put him in, and then the other guy does nothing, and they just kind of jockeying back and forth. But at least with this format, if you get 4 or 5 good receivers that are, maybe in that wide receiver 3 range or 4 range, you might, you're going to get enough points. But if you play that in the regular format, the more decisions you leave in fantasy football, the more mistakes you're going to make.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
All right. So RT says that he was sent, right? Rashee Rice was sent. So maybe we'll hear from the NFL soon. 30 days in jail. 5-year probation. All right. Well, let's find out from the NFL. I think we all want it. Joey, did you screw up on the Rashee Rice pick last night? I didn't even know that.
Well, I took Rice a couple things. Where he goes, it's still pretty good. Because even if he misses time, he should. If he gets like 4 games, 3. If it's 3 games, I think it's okay. 4 or 5 games, but I can't imagine it being more. For what he did, but just the decision making by some of these guys. They make all this money and they just. It's crazy, but.
Hot rodding, got the cars, women, you know it. All right. Clark still getting rid of, don't even want any quarterbacks at this point. 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers. Now, how do you like the build?
I think he's keying on the Saints quarterback.
He walked off the stage. He's so mad he walked off the stage.
I think he's protesting.
I think so. He didn't like that last pick that he just made. You're the one right to the refrigerator, I think.
What do you think about Hubbard? I mean, do you think that the last 2 years he's been a pretty good value because they thought somebody was going to be a starter. He got discounted. This year now gets drafted as like maybe a RB2, middle tier RB2, but really doesn't make big plays catching the ball. They added another running back, and now his price point's higher. Does it all click? I mean, even though Carolina will probably be better offensively, I think, but it's kind of an interesting player.
Yep. Same with Connors, safe pick there. Yeah, I mean, he's going to, in the 6th round in this format, I think he's going to put up enough points to certainly justify that. Ridley, he's got great upside. This Ted McMillan certainly has great upside. Team 3 is another one now who has taken 2 quarterbacks. We got Goff and Fields. And
this is an interesting thing. And I'm on the clock, and I was going to take a tight end, but in your format, it just favors the quarterback more. In some other formats where it's 4-point passing touchdowns, that gap is a little bit closer, but it really is set up that you should take the quarterback over, especially when you got to take 2 of them. So I almost made a mistake. I was going to take Laporta there. I think I'll take because I have one of the receivers and take Caleb Williams, even though Justin Herbert gets 1 extra receiver there, but. So like a lot of times when you're doing your drafts, like I always got to think, you get used to doing some other funky things and taking the tight ends, but the quarterback's more valuable in this format. And especially when you're going to take 2, I almost made a massive mistake right there for what I was doing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For what you were doing, I would have taken Laporta over him myself just because I can't stand the Bears.
But it's the same division, so and team 8 is ecstatic.
See? Yep. You mentioned him and he got taken right away.
Yeah. I was looking to help him out. I think Laporta goes in a really good spot in these drafts.
I agree with you. No, I got him in an auction league. I think he's undervalued. The guy who was going like second round last year was banged up. I'm in on him big time for sure.
If this was online championship, I could have got away with it because I still,
Yeah.
I think even like Dak and other quarterbacks get drafted like in the 8th or 9th round, right? Don't they do
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Yeah. So the quarterback inventory is a lot better. So,
Yep.
I probably would reverse it, but I just always think of that when I'm doing your format. If it's, I'm getting this mid-tier tight end and there's a quarterback that's still hanging in that top 7 or 8, that quarterback's more valuable and something that's, you have to get used to. But there is, still times that, there is going to be value at quarterback when you only have to play one of them. So you can make a case either way, I guess.
There on Dak. If you could have got CeeDee Lamb, you could have teamed him up with Dak there in the 6th round, just like you were talking about.
Yeah, I would have taken. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I didn't have him, I kind of faded him. But I would have got it. But
right. No.
So I got to do 17 more of these. So one of them I will get Lamb.
I bet you didn't set your KDS in this one either.
No, I don't even know you can do it. But
you know how to do it.
No, I didn't. I don't care where it goes in this. Who knows? Like, I don't have a thought about it. I did think, because I was looking at the classic, because it looks like you got about on that one for live. It was 12 out of 14. I don't know if it's higher than that, but
it's full now. It's full.
Yeah. So I looked at it. I was like, man, what am I going to do here? I am definitely moving the KDS in that.
Yes, definitely.
And I really got to think it through. And it's just like it's been so long. Since the beginning of time when that was the thing, the 14
that was the
team,
man. Yep.
And those are tough leagues. Every 14-team league, most likely you're going to have one hole in your lineup, and hopefully you can fix it, along the way. So,
14-teamer is tough. Might be our last year for the 14-teamer. We'll see.
What do you mean? Even if you have a couple, what do you care?
Because it's a lot of work to fill those 14-teamers. Well, we've got 2 full already. So, I mean,
if we would get a lot of work. This stuff should sell itself.
It should sell itself, but it doesn't. Well, why do you think I'm doing a live stream with you tonight?
Because your wife kicked you out of the house.
She's right next door. Don't worry. She's right here. All right. Isaac wants to know if you got any worries about that Bears offense. You and I were talking about that offline. I have some concern with that. So you obviously don't. Plus, it's a tough division, too.
Yeah, but there should be some scoring too in that division, right? I mean, Green Bay and Detroit can make some plays on defense, but they also can give up yards and stuff like that. So the Bears structure is really good. You get the Detroit offensive coordinator as the coach there, so I think that the structure is right. In a couple of years, it could be a lot better. But will that quarterback get to where you think he's going to be really, really good? Love got there last year for you guys in Green Bay, but he didn't get there this year. So, so
yeah.
Or 2 years ago, Love, and last year was.
Right.
So.
This will be the year of love. I'm telling you. All right, Joey's asking if we got big prizes, giveaways, promos, discounts announced tomorrow. Last weekend we did the kickoff special after the Hall of Fame game. And each day we had a different promo code for a national championship, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, yes, we're going to do that again this weekend. We're going to have a giveaway tomorrow. And in fact, tomorrow the Gladiator Championship is going to be featured. And in fact, we're going to give a really nice giveaway or discount tomorrow. Too big. But I want to get this thing going, and I want more people to jump into this. So look for that tomorrow. I think we're going to feature best ball discounts this weekend before people start diving into the OCs and the prime time every single night. So look for some discounts on Friday and Saturday as well. And then we got a special one on Sunday. So yeah, we're going to do some stuff. So for sure. And Clark is in on a quarterback.
That was a pretty good pick there.
Stacks them too with John Jennings.
He was finessing that.
Clark, you like that?
Nah. Mediocre.
So you don't like your draft at all, in other words, is what you're saying.
I don't hate it, but I wouldn't say I love it either.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should have taken a quarterback earlier, then you would love it.
No.
No.
Is it important to look at the rating after it to see if you got a good grade?
I would
If
think.
you in baseball, I haven't even looked in football.
You want a bad grade, don't you?
I don't know.
You know, when I won the overall, I got an A+. So
Yeah. Oh, you did get an A+ that year? Okay.
What's the chances of you having a snapshot of that? You got evidence?
ooh, no, I don't. I don't keep evidence of that. No.
No, I don't think we keep it anywhere either. So, all right, Joey's asking you, since you just took Juwan Jennings, how do you feel about Jennings versus Pearsall this year?
You know, Pearsall is okay, but I think he's a little overdrafted. I don't know. We'll see.
Shawn,
Got a
what are your
hammy-
thoughts?
Hammy problem.
Yep. He has not gone yet. Shawn, who are you picking first out of that San Francisco wideout room?
Yeah, I think that's kind of that little bastard Albright got me there. I was going to the hometown there.
Stefan Diggs.
Oh! I'm dropping names of who's in the league. Sorry.
Okay, now you told me.
I don't
didn't even
know. I didn't know that Team 6 drafts every one of these and every any best ball and or cut line in baseball. But you know, he's a really good player. But yeah,
you just outed him for crying out loud. All right.
Yeah, he probably won't listen. You know,
he's listening definitely. All right.
I was gonna go with Diggs there, and I was like, yeah, why not? You know,
there you go. You got the 5th tight end. That's not bad. That's good value right there.
Yeah.
So, geez, you got Addison and Hawkinson. You took Addison even with a 3-game suspension.
Well, he's a 5th receiver, so it's okay. You know, what is he? I still had him projected. I had him projected the whole time, missing 3 games, and he was still like, you know, top a wide receiver 3. So, yeah, I'm not. So it's San Francisco receivers. I guess Jennings for sure, clear cut. But man, I think that offense could go sideways if McCaffrey goes down again and one of those other receivers gets hurt. It's going to be really tricky. They're going to, you know, not be as explosive as everybody hopes they would be.
And there you go. Pearsall goes 9 picks after Jennings, or 8 picks after Jennings. I'm looking at Team 2, doubling up on my Packers. Jaden Reed goes first, and then he takes Matthew Golden after that. I was talking about how this weekend Golden was going ahead of Reed, not only in the drafts, but in the auction as well. Last couple of days, he's gone right after Reed, though. So interesting, but they're very close. And since Team 2 doesn't have a quarterback, I'm keeping my eye on him on the comeback here.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you just teamed up Addison, Hawkinson. I'm keeping my eye on you for another quarterback, too.
Yeah, well, you notice what I love, right?
I do. I know you like that in this format.
Oh, I don't have any Packers on my team.
No.
Is that do I get kicked off the live stream for having no Packers?
No, because you're not a Packer fan. Last night when Michael O'Brien was wearing a Packer shirt and who I know is a Packer fan, kept taking Vikings, I kicked him off the show. I ended up doing it like 5 times last night. All right. EA says he doesn't care that you outed him. People do care about your picks, Eric. They do.
So you tell him he's listening?
He's listening. Yes.
Yeah, no, Diggs is a really, really good pick, I think. I mean, the highlights looks good. He looks like he's going to be ready, going to be the number 1 receiver. Maybe not get 100 catches, but still get 80 and does some stuff. So I think that's a good buy there. So
all right. So where are you ranking Drake May this year if you're a Patriots fan?
I think he'll be all right. I think they'll be better, but I don't. The rest of the receivers not, kind of like nobody really stands out. So he's just kind of mix it around a little bit. But he'll run some, but the overall package, can he beat Justin Fields? Like, what do you think? Can he he probably has a little better overall package than the Jets do. So I think that's viable. So he's kind of discounted, I think.
Yep. Now Fields went in round 6. Taking a look at Team 4, he's got 4 running backs. Travion Henderson, that's where I was looking to see where he went. He went to round 5. What is that, 57, pick 57. Then he took R.J. Harvey in round 7, so he's got 2 rookie running backs there for Team 4. Oh, there goes your J.J. McCarthy to Team 12.
Another bastard in the league. Didn't even let me get the hookup,
Yeah, he had a double hookup there. That's a bummer.
You were talking about it. You gave him
I I know, don't blame me though, but I was talking about it there.
Should I don't know. Should I out him? I don't know him though, so but so I can't really.
You're gonna out everybody?
I don't have a scouting report, I don't know if he's a baseball. Does he play baseball?
I don't know. I don't see the names. I can't see him.
I like it that they took away the keys for you to see these.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Not a familiar name to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you Clark, you're saying you never kicked his ass before? Is that what you're telling me?
Not as far as I know.
Our first profanity comes out of Shawn's mouth. My goodness.
Man, I don't know what the color is. I went golfing this weekend, but it looks like I've been drinking, and I don't drink.
It's that background. That orange background's going on your face.
No, I actually have a green screen behind me.
Oh, so, yeah, I know. But it's that Shawn part. That part is probably getting on your face there.
Yeah, maybe.
You look fine. All right.
I mean,
you were setting yourself up for JJ McCarthy, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, if I could take Diggs, it would have been probably different. But I figured I got two of them. I might as well go there.
Yeah.
Get as many players as I can in that division.
Except for Packers.
Yeah.
All right. 2 quarterbacks for teams 10, 11, 12. 8's got 2 as well.
Well, I mean, best available athlete, right?
Kicker?
Oh, I got to take.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right. You know what? I like you so much. I'm going to remove Clark for 1 second here. That's what I should do here, just to make you bigger. Yeah, there you go. See, you deserve bigger there when you take Love. Let's do it again. Yeah, baby. Yeah, there you go. Way to go, Shawn. Team 2's not happy with you, though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, you go to Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it kind of, to me, it's like a kind of a big drop off, especially if Love can, bounce back a little bit. So, but it's okay, right? I got, the Bears and the Green Bay play a little high scoring game. Got a little Gibbs with them.
Yeah.
I got some Minnesota, so we'll see what happens.
You're mixing in the NFC North, baby. That Jordan Love pick could win you $7,500. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I know, huh?
And again, Team 2's not happy because that was going to be his quarterback. I think.
That would have been that would have been really difficult for him to make it that far. Do you think does he go that late?
Well, let's see. There's a lot of people that have 2 quarterbacks back here already. Team 3's got 2. Team 4 had 2. Team 5 had 2. So the only one who could have taken him was you and Team 6. So yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah. He had a chance to get there.
Let's ask Team 6 offline. Would you have taken Love over Lawrence if he's paying attention?
He's paying attention. He's paying attention.
He's crossing it off in his cheat sheet.
Eric, would you have taken Love if see? You're right. Okay.
So payback's a bitch, right?
All right. Sorry, Ricky wasn't coming to you then, I guess. So, all right. Evan Ingram to Team 2. So, Team 2 is playing chicken on the quarterbacks.
So ask Rick. Was he planning on Love making it that far to win?
Yes, he did. So? I already put it up here. He said correct. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I thought he was saying correct of that decision. He was saying like I actually did something right.
No, he was answering my question. Where are you going to take him? And he said yes. Okay. Eric said, well done. You sniped him there. Oh, Clark says I'm going to wait even if I get the 24th quarterback. Is that what you said there?
Yes. Why should I take somebody if I can get somebody just as good in the last round?
I suppose. 5 running backs, though. That's pretty unique in this
unusual
format.
for me.
Very unusual. Very unusual. Since you took 5 running backs, I must ask you, what are you drinking there?
Wine.
Yeah.
Sauvignon Blanc with jalapeno in it.
Oh, with a jalapeno in it. A little spicy tonight.
Yep.
All right. Oh, Rick is still playing chicken over there. All right. Good job. Good job. Like it.
He says, what's the worst can happen? Only one more could get drafted, right?
That's right. That's right. Are we having more Gladiator streams this weekend or next? Yeah, so I'm going to do one next Tuesday with John Fish and Eric Albright, and maybe one more with Shawn, and then I'm going to be done, I think. Then I got to get ready for Las Vegas, and it's going to be tough to do these. But I think I will do 2 more next week. If Shawn
Greg, in
was
your prime, you would have done 2 a day.
I would have, but I'm trying to sell out leagues as well. So, all right, got a double tight end stack over here. Andrews and Warren goes to team 4. Again, you only need one tight end. You can certainly use them in the flex position, and nothing wrong with that. There goes our first kicker, the Cowboys kicker. Oh, guess who? Eric, you always take the Cowboys kicker. Yeah, boom is right. Should have guessed that was coming even before you picked it.
There's a couple other.
All right, this is 14 rounds. I did just showing the first 11 because I wanted to make them as big as possible. I'll keep it on here. All right. So we're through almost 10 rounds in 42 minutes, right? So that's how fast these things can go. I mean, you get through 14 rounds in less than an hour. We got these every night at 8 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Eastern. Again, this weekend, I want to fill a whole bunch of them. We've got a good start on the 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Look for that Gladiator email tomorrow around noon Central Time. And use that promo code and jump in tomorrow night. Let's jump in Friday night. Let's get these going on the weekend. Let's start getting a few leagues here so that we can at least break even this year. We got something to build on for next year. Like I said, prizes are based on 180 leagues. We got 51 filled right now. We're not getting to 180. Probably not getting to 120 unless we have a big push. But this is a great format. I think it's a lot of fun. You can be done in an hour. Who knows? Maybe those last 2 weeks we'll do a whole bunch of these. We'll see.
You break even at 120?
I think in that area, yes.
I'm helping, trying.
Well, these are fun at this time of year, right? I mean, there's not much going on. What the heck? For an hour, $50. I think it's pretty good. So, all right, Steve. Yeah. See, everybody's outing themselves because they're loving it because they took your guy, Steve DeAngelo's Team 12. Took JJ from you, definitely. Yeah, you had 2 skulls. Didn't you hear us talking about it? Come on. What'd you do, a live stream with him earlier?
Yeah. Well, I think it was with you, right? Because
he jumped on with us, right?
Yeah.
He does a lot of his own live streams and does a really good job. In fact, I love it when Steve, you do those. He did an auction earlier, and I love that an awful lot too. So. All right, so there's his third running back. Jordan Mason is interesting because it sure sounds like a 50-50 split with Aaron Jones. Jones goes about 13 picks earlier. Team 2 with only 2 running backs. Team 10 with only 2 running backs. Shawn with the hero running back here. 2, 4, 6. We got 6 wide receivers, Shawn. I like it.
I'm trying to get those yellow stickers.
Yeah.
Trying to get them.
You have the opportunity for one more.
And I will get one. Will it be a winning one? We'll see.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to do with your running back. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Nah, the running back's kind of going sideways. I got derailed what I was thinking about earlier.
Okay.
But there's still options out there.
All right. I won't give it away. All right. So we're into round 11 right now. Again, We'll end it after round 11 because basically it's team kickers and team defense after that. But again, we're doing this because we want to show you how cool this is, how fast it is. I heard that, Clark. I heard that. I read your lips. I read your lips on that one.
There's no sound involved.
There was no sound, but I read your lips while I was going out on the broadcast here. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Good stuff. Keep up those live streams. Love it, man. So, okay, we'll do a live stream Gladiator next Tuesday and Wednesday night. Then we'll call it a season. But we got over 300 people again tonight on these. A lot of you are checking them out. Again, look for your email tomorrow. We're going to have a dandy Gladiator promo code, one where we don't even make money on it. I just want more bodies into the draft rooms here because once we get going, these things are going to steamroll, I think. So, take advantage of the promo code we're going to have tomorrow. And then again, look for another one on Friday, another one on Saturday, another one on Sunday. Let's really blow out this weekend and get things going. I'll be leaving for Las Vegas 3 weeks from tonight, believe it or not, for the first weekend. You guys will be out there. Well, Clark, you'll be out there 4 weeks from now. But going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. Everything's really filling up nicely in Las Vegas. And in New York, we just sold the RotoWire Online Championship live out. That's pretty cool. So I think Tom's only got 1 or 2 more leagues available out there. So good stuff for sure. Nice pick there with Colston Loveland. I think he's got a chance to do well this year. Oh, tight end run here in round 11. All right, Sean, I got to see your last pick. There you go. Maxed out on your wide receivers. Keenan Allen signing yesterday with the Chargers.
I was going to take Bateman, but he got sniped before me. So, but I think that's Allen's probably comparable and Bateman. I just like how they use Bateman. I think he could get better this year and likely out a little bit, get a few more chances. So guy that was drafted in the first round just got better. Just took longer than we expected, but Allen should be still. Even Allen should get like 65, 70 catches, 700 yards, and a few touchdowns. Yeah. Not sure they're going to throw the ball enough, but they don't. The Chargers just don't throw many balls to the running back position. Kind of weird because Justin Herbert threw a ton to Eckler, but the change of coaches is just basically.
You think his signing affects McConkey much at all or not?
No, I don't think so. I think it affects the other two, the Johnson and Harris for sure. Yeah. Tight ends. I downgraded the tight ends a little bit when I did the projections this morning and updated it. So and I don't think it affects them.
Team 2 gets his first quarterback, takes that Seahawk right in front of our Seahawks fan here, Clark. We'll wait for Clark's picks. Huh?
Can we call him a home?
Eventually, I wasn't.
You weren't taking them, or you were?
No.
Okay.
Is Montana, close enough to where it's Seattle, where that's a homer pick?
I would say yes.
I don't even know if what's out there, what's blacked out for games and stuff like that.
Oh, team kicker and team defense before your second quarterback there, Clark. You're probably like the only one left. Does anybody else have a quarterback left?
Well, team 2 just took one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
So, 9 needs them.
All right. So you're going to get either 23 or 24. All right. Well, I thank you both for joining me tonight. Clark, thanks for jumping on here. It was great seeing you, champ. And good luck in the Platinum Ultimate Leagues for sure. And get those main events up there as well. Sean, thank you again. You want to do it again next week?
Sure.
All right. One last time. We'll do it together.
How many more picks are I going to make?
You got 3 more. I just only have around 13 on there. So you got 3 more. There you go.
Oh, man. I guess I'm taking one running back.
All right. Well, I'm not going to watch it, so you got to take one more. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. And again, 300 plus people watching right now. Jump in. NFFC Gladiator Championship. That's what it's called. You're going to love it. Thanks, everyone.
You're gonna have a championship belt for this for the Gladiator?
Oh, we got to have something like that, right? I'll look into it with Trophy Smack. Do it tomorrow.
The guillotine, you don't want to have the axe, though.
No, insurance wouldn't allow us, I don't think. So, all right, thanks all. We'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
Thank you for joining us on the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. To get in the game, go to playnfc.com.